Hi, guys, and welcome to Podcast Full of Women. Aries. Stop. Ah, no. Okay, hi, guys. Hi, Aries.
Hi.
Hi, bye. Oh, bye, Aries.
He said, oop.
He was like, and I oop.
And I oop out.
And I oop. I just painted my nails. Woo.
Oh,
ASMR. Yeah, I'm growing them back again. I cut them because they were super long, like talon length. And then one of them broke, and then I was mad, and I was like, no.
Did it break
No.
in your own bum hole?
Yes, that's how that worked. Yes, exactly like that. That's what happens, when you're just doing that on the regular. Hazard of my life. How are you? I'm using my new mic. I bought this one recently.
Ooh, love it. What are you gonna do with the old one?
I already threw it out. It's trash. It
was
was getting saucy. It was getting like crinkly every time I used it. I was like, because the one we use for gaming is another one that hangs and has another thingy. So I was like, I'm just getting my own, so.
Mic it up.
Miking it up.
Mic
How are you
life.
today?
All
Mic life.
All aspects of your life. New boyfriend.
Mic.
Microphone.
Mic.
Mic your life.
Mic my life.
You only drink Mike's hard lemonade now.
That's it. That's all I have in here. I don't drink water anymore. It's just Mike's hard lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm staying busy as
Mm-hmm.
always. And
Yeah.
living life.
Yeah.
Live,
I'm trying.
love, laugh.
Get loves. How's Noli?
Good. He's good. He was very funny today. I literally just put him down because he just kept going, hug, more hug, mama.
Mama hug. Oh.
I don't know what, he doesn't do that every night, but tonight he just wanted me to keep coming back and giving him one more hug. It was sweet. So
Is that hard to leave? I mean, it sounds like it's really difficult.
You're like, oh, I'll give you another hug, but we've just hung out for 13 hours.
Yeah, I know you already. This isn't new anymore. It's not fresh. Now go to bed.
No, I'll always give him.
Yeah, of course. I know.
But I tell him, I'm like, okay, last hug, because Mama has to go to bed too. Mama's tired. And then he'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh, he's empathy. I love that.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I get it.
That's the only way to kind of get out of it is to be like, oh, it's time for mommy to go to bed now too. And then he's like,
also,
it must be late.
Yeah, he's like, dang, girl, get to bed. Ugh, I got you. Yeah, that's great. Well, I'm glad he's doing well. The cats are doing well. Finally, no one's sick.
How are they feeling?
So Clea's always good because she's from the streets and she didn't eat trash and it doesn't matter. But Loki is my sweet older cat boy. And I feel like he always has something like every 7 months, like something happens.
Yeah.
But he seems great. He seems better than he's been in a long time. So maybe this got it handled. He has like respiratory issues. So he has allergies. I have a HEPA filter. I got rid of all my carpets. I'm like so clean. I already was, but I'm super like dusting everything all the time. And I think it's going to do it. And he was put on antibiotics for 2 weeks. So I've been around the clock medicating a cat.
Do you do it with a dropper or it goes in his food?
It has to be the food because otherwise it would be a nightmare. Yeah. He would just be like, like he's not a mean cat. So he wouldn't like scratch me or do anything. He'd just probably be like, and like traumatized. So I just crush it in his wet food, but I have to he has two times a day. He does. Now that's done. So this is me looking in the past. So I've moved on from this, but he gets 1 in the morning, a 1 at night. So those are the antibiotics. Then he also gets an anti-nausea at night because of the antibiotics. And then every other day he has a steroid that he's been taking for 2 years, a low dose steroid for his respiratory thing, which is just like, and for cats, it doesn't hurt them. Like it hurts people. Like with steroids, it like can weaken muscle, whatever, and all this other stuff. And with dogs too, but with cats, they're immune to it if it's a low dose. So
wow,
that's cool. But now he's just back on steroids. So now he's just on the roids and everything's cool.
Aww,
that's been my life there for like 2 weeks. I know. He's great though. He's a sweet teddy and he's awesome. So That's good. So Nolan's good. The cats are good. Aries look great. Aries looks stunning.
Aries is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Made a big dinner tonight. Made some meatballs and
Oh,
pasta and
damn.
red peppers, and it was so good and so Italian. And I'm
Yum.
just working on this comedy series with these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Sarang Sharma and
Mm-hmm.
Jared Harper. They wrote this show called Metros. We're still figuring out if that's going to be the title of
Right,
it.
right.
But yeah, so I've been helping them develop that. We're submitting to a bunch of grants this week.
Cool.
And yeah, they're super cool dudes. They're really, really nice and sweet. And Jared is from Atlanta, so it feels
Cool.
nice to be working with a fellow Georgian.
Yeah, a Georgian.
Been working on that stuff, and
Cool.
Pierre, who Pierre
Mm-hmm.
is also producing it with me, so it's nice to collaborate with him as well.
Dope.
So yeah, just been working on that stuff, and
Cool.
I've been working on a show with Alex Estrada that has kind of been in development for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex and I got asked to do like a joint article for this comedy website. So we submitted all the stuff today for that.
Cool.
So guess we'll get a little like unsolicited random press.
That's dope.
But Alex has been writing for a Disney show. So he's been
crushing it.
So
crushing it.
So yeah,
cool.
Doing all that shit every day, figuring out stuff. I'm happy today. It was nice today.
Good.
It's nice outside, and
yes.
And,
I did laundry, and I microwaved a potato tonight, so I also ate really well. Fuck yeah. But yeah, so I've just been in I'm doing that one writer's room for Working Out the Kinks. That's a great show. I'm excited about that show. And it's about Black hair, and it's been cool to be in that room and learn so much. And we've been doing that. I'm working on my own writing and putting some pitches together. I have some meetings this week for acting stuff, so that's cool. And then just some auditions, but it's the COVIDia time. Who knows?
The hustle and the grind, but
the grind of it all.
There's a pandemic
going
on.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I know that you haven't seen them yet, but I have been watching some screeners. And I just want to say, Promising Young Woman, recommend.
Oh yeah.
Recommend.
Yeah, Jean-Marc already watched that. He loved it.
Yeah, yep. That's really great. And I watched One Night in Miami. It was really great. And then I'm watching Mrs. America. I know it's been out for a minute on, I think, FX. Yeah. And it's about the women's movement in the 60s and the women's movement, Gloria Steinem and everything. And then the actual fringe, well, it didn't turn out to be a fringe, far right-wing movement of these group of women who pushed against that movement. And it's really frustrating and really whatever, but it's also really well acted and excellent. And Cate Blanchett.
Love her.
Ooh, she's so good, but you're like, yeah. So yeah, it's really good. So that's kind of what I was doing today in between stuff too. And I did laundry.
Love that. We JL and I were like, we should pay for HBO like adults.
Mm-hmm.
So we finally just we're gonna make our own
cool.
HBO account.
Nice.
So we've been watching Euphoria, and it's so good.
Yeah, I love Euphoria. I love that show. That was such a good show. I mean, I haven't seen season 2. I've only seen. Is there a season 2?
They're filming season 2.
Okay, cool.
I think right now, because I saw a casting notice for it the other day.
Cool. Yeah, season 1 is amazing.
Yeah,
such a good show.
I'm really, really enjoying it. We're not very much into it. I think we're only on episode 4, but
cool.
But I'm loving it. And I also watched on HBO Class Action Park. About a New Jersey water park that people just fall off things and hurt themselves. It's just like a very poorly made park in New Jersey.
Damn.
That's on HBO, and that was very interesting.
That's so fascinating. So wait, is it about like lawsuits and stuff?
Yeah.
The class action, obviously.
How the park came to be. Like there's a bunch of comedians who are from New Jersey, like Chris Gethard, who talk about going there pretty much every summer. They would just go there, and it was so dangerous. And Everyone gets injured when they go there because everything is made by the dude that owns it, not like an engineer. So he's just like, what if we build a tube that like flips people upside down, and then the test dummies come out like in pieces.
And he's like, put it in, do it.
Like, okay, $100 for any employee who wants to go down. And that's literally how they would test the rides and build the rides, by basically testing them out on employees. It's terrifying.
No, it's horrifying. It sounds
really
like
bad because like clearly in places like that, eventually people start to die.
100%. It reminds me of like county fairs in the South.
Yeah.
Sometimes you were like, you set that up today, and I don't know about that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. It's funny because like I always love those carnival traveling things, and one of the girls in my high school, and I went to private school, so there are lots of different characters in my high school, but
sure,
her family owned like one of the famous ones in the South, Garin Rides or Garin Carnival. It was Hillary Garin. And I mean, I think that it's awesome that her family did that. She would just like drive all over the place with them and set up different carnivals. So
is that a carny? Is she a carny?
I can't remember if like she said that was she like
a slur,
endearing term or not. I really
probably not. I would assume not, but
I thought of her today because we're watching Euphoria and it's the carnival episode. So I actually thought of her today.
That's weird. What goes around comes around.
Totally.
Yeah. Well, that's dope.
But yeah, so we've been watching that. It's nice to have HBO, and in other news, I bought a stair stepper. So
yeah.
When I watch TV.
That's great.
So guys, get ready.
Get ready. She's in.
Me coming.
New Lindsay coming at you. Yeah. I need to get back into doing yoga more. I've been doing yoga, but I need to get back. I did it for a while and I've been doing it, but I took a break for a minute and I got to go back. And then intermittent fasting is the thing that's really kept me okay during this quarantine. That's it.
I try. Sometimes I try to do that. And then other times I'm like, I make 3 meals a day for Nolan. And it's just
you can't. Yeah, you can. That's hard.
I'm supposed to eat with him whenever we eat. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm eating blueberry pancakes this morning.
Yeah, I get that. Absolutely. Yeah, it's hard. It's super hard.
When I don't sit with him and also eat the same thing, he's like so suspicious of it. He's like,
he's like, is this poisoned?
Why is Mom not eating this?
Yeah, what's happening? My grandmother on my mom's side, when she was getting into the further dementia stage, she got really mad at me because I wasn't eating with her food at her like nice facility. She had a memory care unit, but they would make her dinner and sit her down at a nice dining table and we got to sit with her. But she would get so mad when we weren't eating. And there was one time she's eating like roast chicken or something. And she was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you eating, Sarah? And I was like, my mom's like, well, Sarah's a vegan. She's like, she's really mad. She's like,
I can handle all this shit, but I cannot handle my
this is bullshit. No, she was like, she's not eating with me. That's not okay. I'm like, I'll eat the broccoli, Grandma. But anyway, yeah. So she was sus too.
That's really funny.
Sus. Well, we have a good interview coming up.
Yeah.
With Jacklyn.
Yes, Jacklyn Thrapp. Very interesting woman, amazing producer, very talented, and just kind of funny that like she randomly saw Jean-Marco perform and loved his stand-up and asked if she could executive produce his special. And
amazing.
I also got to come on as a producer on that. So we only worked on one project together. We only worked on Jean-Marco's Shelf Life comedy special, which is currently on Amazon, but we sold the rights to 800 Pound Gorilla. So I know in our last episode we played the ad for it.
Yes.
It is I should know this because I'm a producer on it, but I think it goes live on Pandora this week and Spotify.
Cool.
And also Sirius XM Radio.
Yes, I listened to the ad.
So
it's a Sirius XM as well. Okay. Yes.
Okay. I should know, but like I have Pandora. So
yeah, cool. And I will be listening to it on Spotify. So
I've seen it 800 times. So
Yeah.
will I be listening to it?
Backwards?
I hope so.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I've seen it one time and I really loved it. So I'll be listening again. I'll be checking it out on Spotify for sure.
Well, thank you so much. And I know that Jacklyn shows us her cat
Yes.
multiple times in this episode when we were recording, and I saw she revealed on Instagram that she is adopting him. So the little gentleman will be Jacklyn.
The little gentleman. She claimed him. Yeah, she was like, I'm giving to my aunt. Like, she was like, I'm not. And I was like, mm-hmm. And like, famous last words. We know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I can't foster animals, because I would have a menagerie.
I know.
So,
truly,
yeah.
Truly, it's how they get you.
Truly, they get you. But yes, guys, you will love our interview with Jacklyn, and it's coming up right after the jump.
Hey guys, we're back with Jacklyn Thrapp, executive producer of Shelf Life. She's a journalist. She's a playwright. She's a producer. She's done so much stuff, and we're going to get into it now.
Yeah, we're so excited. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, ladies, for inviting me on the show. Very excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And we see your casual Emmy in the background.
Suit cash. Yeah.
Cash. And the play goes right below it, but I can't. Yes, you guys look lovely too.
Oh.
There's a cat in the background.
I know he's yeah, like I said, he's my Emmy. We said this off camera, but we're gonna do this again. He's my Emmy. He's my winner. I'd sell him for literally any of those Emmys. What did you get your Emmy for? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I got my Emmy for working at Pix 11 during a snowstorm. Basically, we covered this big snowstorm. A bus was stuck in the road. It was live breaking news, and so everyone who was on the team, we sent it in for a regional Emmy, and then they nominated it, and then we won, which was cool. Interesting thing about selling Emmys, though. I'm going to try to reach it. You can't sell it. I think there's a thing on the bottom. Okay, hold on. Let me put this up. I think there's a thing on the bottom. I read if I die, it says, yeah. So I'll read it to you. So there's like rules. There's 3 rules that I have
Emmy
to
rules
go
for
by
death. Everyone listen up. Listen up.
So it says, 1, the Emmy statuette is property of and all rights are reserved by the Academy of National Television Arts and Sciences. The Emmy statue may not be reproduced or used in any commercial manner unless otherwise permitted. Well, too bad. And if a recipient or the recipient's heir or successor in interest purposes, oh my God, that's worded so weird. It basically, if you want to sell it or otherwise dispose the Emmy, such persons shall be obligated to return the statue to the Academy in the form that it was received. So like,
does every dead person have to give back their Emmys? Like, I'm confused.
I think like if I die and if I try to sell it, it's like I can't sell it.
Well,
and
give it
if
to
I
your
throw it
cat.
away, I can't throw it away. Yeah. So you can give it to someone. You just can't throw it away, which is interesting.
We were saying this off camera as well. She's got a cat. It's not on camera. Like, well, he was. Now he's gone. He's right here. Damn. But she has a cat as well. But
yes.
you know.
I'm fostering a little cat I call him the Gentleman, and he was found on the streets of Harlem right before the big storm hit in December. So
I found one of my cats in Harlem, in Spanish Harlem, in a like a box. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. See, I don't know where exactly Harlem it was, but the lady who was at the cat rescue was like, "Hey, found this cat. It needs a foster." So I'm fostering. I'm allergic. It's why I have all this tea here, because I sound like I have COVID. But I've taken so many tests, 2 tests in 2 weeks. No COVID allergies.
Yeah, just cat.
Just cat allergies up your nose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that COVID swab. Did they were they gentle or were they aggressive when they swabbed you? Because I've had all sorts of experiences with my COVID tests.
You know, when I was in line, there was a guy that I met one time and he was like, I like it. It's like, I like it going in there. And I just thought,
I guess there's a thing for everyone.
Yeah. You're like, I'll get your number.
See you after.
See you after.
Yeah.
COVID's really done something for people who like masks before.
Like
stuff in your nose before. It's really changing lives.
I have a friend who's probably listening to this right now, so I'm not going to blow their spot up. But they confided in me that masks have kind of changed their whole life privately. So, you know, COVID has done something for everyone.
You know, in
Like,
the
you
early
mean like
days,
Like kill
Sexually?
everyone. Yes, I do. I mean sexually. Sorry,
Okay.
I don't know if that was clear. But she was like, I thought these dudes were hot before. Okay, it's a she. Oops. But now I'm looking at some of these guys in these masks, and I'm in. I was like, wow, go for it, girl. You know, but be
I think
safe.
in the early days, one of the health, I don't know if it was a CDC or I forget which health department it was, but they released like guidelines for how to be intimate with your partner and COVID safe. So there's like a how-to of like masks, and like it's like it was supposed to be educational and healthy, and it's out there, and you guys can look it up, and it's official. It's not a
so the old hole in the sheet Mormon Hasidic, I don't even know. So not to get off topic, let's talk about how amazing both of you are. In fact, you guys worked on something together that I want to hear about.
Oh yeah. Well, we worked on Shelf Life together, which is in consideration for Emmy as well. As of today.
Yeah.
Keep going
That's
for
awesome.
those Emmys. Oh yeah.
Collect them.
So I don't even know where to start. Let's see. I followed John Marco on social media. I did a audiobook, a few audiobooks, and then I asked him audio drama, and I asked him to be in it through that. That's how I met him. And then I started talking to him. We went to an Irish pub, which I love Irish pubs. I'm only 37% Irish though. But yeah, it's a shame. I thought I was 100, but I'm not.
I'm part Irish apparently, but like I'm scared to take that test and like find out I have no Irish. So you might
find out you have like a sister or something, or like a cousin. My friend found out she had a half sister. My 37-year-old friend took the test last year, found out she had a half sister that no one told her about. It's true.
Well, that's who knows what I'll find.
Anyway,
not Irish. You have another brother. I'll be like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. So so I first met John Marco. We talked at an Irish pub about just the concept of how are we going to do this? And then he said, I have a great producer friend named Lindsay, who's like really in the know, wonderful gal. Yeah. And then I brought on my friend Andy, who was the director for this, and he works at CNN. And so we all just got together and powwowed. And looking back, I don't know how you feel, Lindsay, but like, I can't believe we did that, because that was still early days of like it being okay to be outside, right?
Yeah, I'm happy we did it. Looking back, when we were doing it, I
don't know how we did it.
I was unsure, like, is this going to be okay? Luckily, it was okay, but we did all the protocols. But even these big budget things, they follow the protocols, and still everyone gets COVID. Like, one of my friends is on a TV show for NBC, and they just started back again, and they said to everyone at the beginning of filming, we expect 10% of the crew to get COVID over the course of the next 2 weeks. So we're going to overstaff, and then like they explain their reasoning behind it. So I think that like all these
action. Good luck, everybody.
Like all these shoots, like they expect people to get COVID. I feel like we were very lucky for Shelf Life that like we made sure John Marco tested before, because he was going to take his mask off. We like had temperature checks outside the door. We sanitized everything. We arranged the audience by pods of people who were already living together or already dating. So you don't see like a single writer, to use Disney terminology. You only see people in 2s and 3s and 4s of people who already live together or roommates or whatever. So
that's awesome.
We tried very hard. I feel like we went above and beyond, and Jacklyn really helped with all that.
I'm really proud of what we were able to accomplish. And it's nice having a co-producer in this, because I'm just used to producing stuff myself. And so it's nice to have someone, like even today I emailed you because we were talking about, because we're submitting for multiple categories in the Emmys, and I emailed Lindsay and I was like, well, like I think this, but I don't know. And it's nice to like have a intelligent person who knows their stuff, and it's like, I think this. And so it's so fun to have a co-producer on this, because I usually I don't work with a co-producer. But yeah, I just keep looking back to our film. So basically, for those of you who don't know what Shelf Life is, we follow comedian John Marco Cerezi, very funny guy, as we have a little mini documentary in the beginning about how his life has
loved,
changed.
by the way. I thought that was like such a great way to start the whole thing off. I loved it. So
Thank you. Yeah, we followed him around for a few weeks with a camera when he was performing on sidewalks, in parks. Someone tried to parallel park behind him that we got on camera. So we followed him around, which was so fun because I couldn't believe he was doing it because I thought he was the next big thing before the pandemic. And then all of a sudden he's on a sidewalk. I see on his Instagram, it's like a sidewalk show. And I just thought to myself, what that would have fall. Like he was about to be on SNL in my opinion. And all of a sudden he's on a sidewalk, like, want to hear a joke, anybody? So I really wanted to capture that. And I'm happy that we did. And then we have a 30-minute special, which Lindsay really, really brought a lot of expertise to as well. So with sound, video, audience, like it's wonderful. But
shot really well. Pacing really went well. And I do agree, like working with someone else as a producer, like for the series that we made together, Writing the D with Dr.Seeds. I definitely couldn't have done anything without, like, literally Lindsay was the one that kept it all rolling, and if I had any questions, it was so great to bounce that off someone else who was like just a beautiful, smart, intelligent woman,
You guys,
so, like,
you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, don't do it.
All right, now do it. It's a new season, right?
Okay, suck them back in.
You're an actress, do it. But yeah, sorry to interrupt. I just really love how much what the great work on this. I mean, I laughed so much. I loved it. And yeah, you could see your guys' fingerprints all over it. So good stuff, guys.
Well, thank you.
Honestly, I also love the documentary part, and
so dope.
Jacklyn being a journalist, and Andy Bond, who directed it and shot it and edited it. He also has an Emmy from CNN stuff. And, so I really felt like especially their expertise shown in that moment, because and comedy changed so much because of the pandemic, and that was what interested all of us, that we were like, let's shine a light on this, because it's not going to be like this for very long, and so many people are getting so creative.
It's definitely done that. Wow, she already has a scene change. I think she was like, Miami, I'm stunting too hard on you guys with this Emmy. I need it.
Lindsay was saying such
I was intimidated.
Lindsay was saying such nice things, and then I was like, I gotta go because I have a heater. I have a heater,
steam heat,
and it gets and it's gonna get so
love it, hate
loud.
it though.
So we
I can't even hear it.
Yeah, we couldn't even hear it.
Oh,
okay. I'm excited. I'm excited.
So I could stay here, but also Lindsay loves her audio. So I could go on the rooftop. And
no, you sound great right now.
No, it's gonna get bad. Like when I start, you can hear my S's now, but when I start talking, it's gonna sound like I don't say S's.
Or that you have the biggest lisp ever. So we live for that, sis. So
okay, so I'm gonna hang. But Lindsay, I want you to tell me when you hear how bad it gets. Send me on the roof. I'm going on the roof.
Okay.
I wore pants to go on the roof because I knew that this might happen.
Just in case. Well,
I was like, they're going to send me. I was like, ugh.
Well, I would love to talk about, you have a couple of amazing things coming up, and I know that you're going to keep some of them hush hush, but you already mentioned Irish pubs, and I know you're such a big fan of Irish pubs.
Oh,
and maybe it's inspired a project coming up.
Yes. No, Lindsay, didn't we go to an Irish pub one time too?
Yeah.
I remember right before. Oh yeah. Like you're not my friend unless you go to an Irish pub with me, because I love Irish pubs.
I'm down to be your friend anytime, just post COVID, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I can be your friend. It's just not going to be as good of a friend, I guess, because we won't be able to go to an Irish pub. We can make our own. Irish
pubs, outdoor dining. Outdoor dining.
Yeah, outdoor dining's lit. Okay, so yes.
Okay,
so yes, you have a project in the works, possibly, or yes,
I do. So for about a year and a half, I've been writing this musical about an Irish pub. Now, I will say that in the early days, I didn't really have any direction, so I was just kind of sitting on it and like, okay, am I ever going to figure this out? And in the pandemic, I really figured it out. So I can't announce the title or really the topic or who's involved, but I will say that we have a familiar composer that's involved.
Dope.
And that's about all I can say so far. But so that'll be out soon, or I'll announce it in March, because that's when we start really making the music what it is.
St. Patty's Day, right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So that's when I'm going to announce it. And then we're going to finish it. We're going to have a lot of readings and workshops this year, and then hopefully finish it sometime by the end of the year, and then try to start shooting it out. But these things take a while, so it could be next year too. It could be.
Don't I know it, girl? Don't I know it? But that sounds dope. Yeah. I love some Irish pubs. I love drama. I love comedy. I love everything. So I'm excited. Oh, yeah. And I also grew up in Irish pubs, you know. So, what?
There's going to be so many big step dance. Sorry, I keep moving my phone. It's going to bug you guys with my audio, with my,
No.
Okay.
No, it's just going to take anyone who's watching this on a nice journey. It's just adding more layers to this tapestry.
It's like a movie. It's like one of those homemade people or like low budget films where you have the shaky
America's
cam.
Funny Some Videos.
That's me. I'm low budget. This is why I need Lindsay in my life, because I'm low budget over here. Shaky cam. Like, oh, this shot looks good, right? And it's like, no, Jackie, messing up. But Irish pubs, I forgot, what was I saying before I shared?
I was making a project and I'm excited.
Yeah, I was about to say that you're no stranger to musicals because you produced a musical off Broadway called Hello, New York. What was it called again? Almost.
Good morning. Good morning, New York.
Good morning, Good morning, New York. Hello. I mean, we're all saying the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I thought like Hello Broadway. Oh no, what was that one called? What was the one, those two guys? Hello. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
That's not
Oh, hello.
Hello. Yeah. So yeah, I produced Good Morning, New York. It appeared off Broadway right before the pandemic, and we had a full run. So we had the full run, we shut down, and like a few weeks later, the world closed. So we were the last off-Broadway show to close. And actually, if you guys want to hear a fun fact about Playbill, look at me. I'm really interactive today. I didn't plan to be this interactive.
This is like Florida D. Am I in Disney?
Let me tell you something about Playbill. Okay, so I have a whole palette of this stuff. Okay, so here was our Playbill right here. And Playbills. Oh, yeah, Playbill. And I learned the secret about Playbill. So if you want to be in Playbill, all you got to do is pay $2,500 for a little spot right here. And then they will put you in every single Broadway and off-Broadway show, in addition to printing all of your playbills for a month.
Wow, that's actually like really lot less than I thought. And I'm considering it right now.
Yeah, seriously. Like you don't need an off-Broadway theater now. I mean,
I'll just be like, turn into Sarah's Zoom. Or no, I can do it for this podcast. Can we do that?
Yeah. I think you got to get a theater. But you could get like a 50-seat theater, and you could still get Playbill to do it as long as you pay them, because it counts.
Yeah.
And have caricatures in the audience. Do we have to have a real audience, or is that?
They won't know.
Okay, cool. Don't listen, Playbill. This is our idea.
Yeah, for the play I produced at Cherry Lane, we didn't have that extra $2,000, so it said stage bill, but it still was printed through Playbill.
It was on a bill, girl. It was on a bill. That's cool. Wow.
Too. Yeah, that's a little fun fact. So if you ever want to have a show, and if you can't like afford the big off-Broadway theater, rent a smaller theater, but then save a little money for $2,500, and then you're in Hamilton, you're in the Waitress Playbill, that closed though. You're in like every single playbill that exists in New York City for that much.
Wow. I'm into it. Riding the D with Dr. You're doing great. Riding the D with Dr. Seeds on stage would be amazing.
Oh my God.
They would think it was a porn, and they would totally go see it, and it'd be amazing.
Oh my God,
that would be crazy.
You should do that.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
You should do it.
Yeah, you should. If you haven't seen it, sorry to plug my shit. If you haven't seen Riding the D, you've seen it. Great. Okay,
I've seen it.
I think that'd be a great play. It'd be insane, but it'd be great. Good times.
Also, I'd like to just bring up that I don't know if you want to talk about it, but you've auditioned for The Bachelorette 4 times.
So many times, and they never put me on. I think it's my arms. I do. It is. It is.
Okay.
They're not.
I wasn't expecting that.
She is so in shape. Jacklyn, I will not let you talk shit about yourself. She like surfs. She rides her city bike everywhere. Girl, shut up.
But it's the arm. But I am in shape. But my arms are not TV quality. That's why I have long sleeves on today. See this? See these bad boys?
I see those bad
They're not
long
TV
sleeves.
quality. Because every time you got a girl with my body type on that show, they make them wear sleeves. I've noticed. You ever notice that? We're always
No,
saying,
I don't know
bet-
what you mean by that, but I'm with you. I'm still with you.
I bet that you have never gotten picked for that show because you're a producer and because you won't be able to be manipulated and produce the way they need to for that show for those girls.
that might be true.
The
That
gig
might
is
be
up.
true.
The gig would be up. You would call their bluff. You would know what was going on. Yeah.
You'd say breaking news. The Bachelor is hella fake, even though I still watch every season.
Shocking. Yeah. Dude, everyone's talking about it recently too.
Oh yeah. Are you guys watching it this season?
I am.
I've literally never watched it in my life. And I'm not proud of that, nor am I not proud of that. I'm more just saying, I don't know. It just hasn't happened. But listen, I'm down. Everyone tells me to watch it. Everyone likes it. I think I should get on it. You know?
This is the first season they've had a Black Bachelor.
Wow.
And
what season are they on? 48?
It's upsetting how long it's taken.
Yeah.
He is so cool though. Some people got onto him for being registered as a Republican. But honestly, he is
I didn't know that. That's funny.
He is so sweet. And I cried. There's only 2 episodes so far. I cried both episodes.
Lindsay, we have a thorough through lately. You crying, girl.
I always when I watch things, I cry because I get very like emotionally invested.
Yeah. I get that. I do when I don't expect it too. I'll be watching something and I'm just like, her dad gave her the Folgers. And like, shut up.
Lindsay, have you watched This Is Us yet? Because that might really get you going with those tears.
I got on the This Is Us train late. So once I watched them all back to back, I only watched the first season. I just felt like it was too formulaic. When you watch them all back to back and you see almost every episode is the same. Yeah. So it bothered me. So I didn't finish watching it.
So I've never seen it. Again, it sounds like I don't do anything, but I promise I do. I haven't seen that one either.
If it's video games, Sarah has played it.
I got you. Or if it's a lot of pretty much every other show that hasn't been said on this, I've literally watched. But
do you watch the Queen's Gambit?
Okay, no.
You got
all right. Listen, I watched The Mandalorian. I've watched, Cobra Kai. I've watched, any other drama. I've watched all the other big ones. I'm sorry, but I have not watched The Queen's Gambit.
What do you think so far about the Bachelor, Jacklyn?
Yeah, tell us. What are your thoughts as an almost contestant?
I also auditioned for this season of The Bachelor. Yet again, not picked. I'm going to find a way in. But you know what I should just do? I should just learn how to be a producer for The Bachelor. I should just do that because they're obviously not going to put me on. So I might as well be on the other side and be the manipulative one in the group. Because they say those producers are manipulative. But I like The Bachelor a lot. I think that he's very authentic because he wasn't on the show before. So they just kind of, he was supposed to be on the show, but then they picked him for Bachelor because he's going to be on The Bachelorette as a contestant. And so I like him. I'm curious to learn more about him. But I like that he's nervous and he seems so authentic. Yeah. And you don't see that. You see a lot of guys who are on The Bachelorette who then go into The Bachelor I'm here and I'm ready. But he's just like, I'm here. I'm a little nervous. I don't want to disappoint people. I'm just like, what an authentic guy. It's about time. And the girls, I like the girls so far.
I think the girls are stunning.
Yeah, they got better at casting. I think their casting department after Peter's season, their casting department totally revamped and started casting adults again, which is great.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. They always have 1 or 2 people who I'm like, there's no way they're not paying them to be
right.
By the way, I was ice skating yesterday and Peter, the Bachelor from last year, was there at the same time, but I missed him. I didn't see him there. I saw it.
I think that's a sign, Boo. I think you need to get on that show. I don't know what it is, but
or find where Peter lives and just kind of hang out around.
Great.
Did you like Peter? I did not like that season of Peter.
Oh.
I did. I didn't like the girls, and I didn't really think he was the best Bachelor, but I did audition for his season too. And I was going to send in a video with like Frank Sinatra's Come Fly With Me. And it would be like me and Peter, like our faces on a Barbie and like a drone that would go up with Barbie dolls. But I didn't have time.
I think that would have been the season you got on.
Yeah, I think you would have gotten on. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if
those
it'd be in the
girls,
way you
though.
want, but you would have been
Yeah.
on for sure.
I would have been the villain because I would have been those girls. Terrible, terrible,
Yeah,
terrible,
terrible
girls.
girls.
That season was scary.
Yeah,
I can't
really?
remember
not
why.
terrible. They're just young, very, very young, and it was like I was watching a high school
That's what it was. It was like
club.
it was a lot of, he kept rewarding bad behavior. I feel like on that
Cute.
season when girls were like,
Just so cute.
and then he'd be like, it's
Cute.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Okay, we're good.
Oh, Zoom is like running out of time.
Yeah, we're good. We have 9 minutes.
We're good. We still have 10 minutes,
Yeah, we got
which
this.
is
Good.
a lot of time.
That's good because my heater is slowing down now, so I can go back there in 2 more minutes. Oh,
Wow.
Lindsay, you're going to be editing this? Like, if this comes out as a video too?
No, actually, you know what's funny is I'm editing this episode, so
Oh, good.
Congrats,
Well, I got
Seeds.
so much shaky camera.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's like
you're
a
gonna be
horror
fine.
film in here.
Oh, it's staying. It's all staying in. I just want you to know that.
Oh,
no, I'm just
good.
kidding. You'll let
great.
us know if you're good with that. But I'm cool. With it.
Keep it in. I haven't.
I'm in. I love behind the scenes. I love to see how things are made. I love to see where the meat comes from. You know what I'm saying? I'm a vegan.
You know what?
But
people people like to see behind the scenes stuff. It's crazy. So I have the Emmy, yay! But I don't have any artwork in my house. Besides that, I painted that when I was.
You painted that? Is that?
Cool.
I got like out of a breakup, and it was like a month, and I was like, oh, the month was so beautiful. Anyway,
Dude.
so I painted that.
Yeah.
That's no art, but this is it. I have a studio. It's 136 square feet, small. But coronavirus freaks me out. So now I have my own place.
Honestly, like I've learned from coronavirus that how much space I actually don't need. Like you know what I mean? I know some people said they were going stir crazy. And yes, I was like day 98 of like the real big lockdown when New York was like, what's happening? This is the worst. And every other day, like thousands of people. And so we just didn't want to leave or ever leave. But me and my roommate, like I felt like my space, I could do a lot with it. Like I started to really notice the little intricacies and details. And I've realized that like we don't need that much space. We can chill. And I'm with you on that. In fact, this hasn't made me want to have more space. This made me feel like more in touch with my space. Like I'll still do like upstate trips to like see nature and hike. And like, yes, if I had like some land or something, I'd be like, yeah, hills are alive. But in terms of our places where we live, really, as long as it's your own and you feel safe in it, like I'm in. Yeah. We don't need that much space.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jacklyn, I was going to say, like, you do so many cool producing stuff, but you also volunteer a lot. Like I know on your Instagram, I've seen you serving food and stuff. I know you really volunteer a lot at the Bowery Mission. That's so cool.
Yeah. Thanks. Well, I like to do it. I feel so, as you guys probably noticed, we're coming from New York. We're used to hustle and bustle. Everything's busy. Everything's crazy. And then all of a sudden people are out of work and they are out of apartments. I think that they extended the eviction. But I just noticed like it went from a bunch of people had jobs and then all of a sudden they didn't, and it wasn't by their control. It was out of their control. Yeah. So I started volunteering at the Bowery during the holidays, and I'm going to continue through. I'm probably just going to indefinitely continue to volunteer there every week. And it's interesting because when dinner prep is what I do, but then sometimes I also hand it out. They come up to the window. Cool. And it's interesting to see the kind of people who need that food, because you don't recognize it on the street, but then all of a sudden when I was just handing out food, it looks like someone who just walked past you. A lot of people who are needing food really they could walk past me on the street and I wouldn't think a thing. Like a mailman came by one time, like people in their work clothes come by. And it's just like, I can't believe that need is so big in the city, and it breaks my heart to see. So that's why I'm volunteering, and I like to volunteer, and people can donate, please do. Because hunger, I mean, people have really, really lost.
Where can they donate? Needs. Is there a website they can go to?
Website, yeah, the Bowery Mission is where they can go.
The Bowery Mission.
Even their local, that's a good one. And there's a local food bank too. And wherever you live, I think there was a report, I think it was Rhode Island, where there was like a really high demand, because food banks were saying in the holidays that they were running out of food and out of money because they didn't have enough people donating. So if there's something near you, I would check out the one near you first, and then the Bowery Mission, because Whole Foods donates to the Bowery a lot, which is kind of cool. So, and there's a pizza place that donated. So I'm taking photos of these companies that donate, and I'm eating there, and I'm going there because I know that they're giving back.
Well,
which
I
is
mean, that just
nice.
shows how much big the need is, and this has really been devastating, this whole thing. And I was thinking that the other day walking down the street, like, how's anyone paying rent right now? This is like unreal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
wow.
it's so terrible. And I remember, and it goes so much further than just hunger. When you on top of that, there's people who have their own small businesses. And what is tragic is I was doing a Mask of Musicals at Bar 9, and I can't really say, I guess I can say how much the rent was. So the rent, I believe, you can just cut out the rest. Actually, if you can just cut out the part where I say where I did it, but I'll just say this again. I know of a restaurant that pays in Midtown that they would have to pay $30,000 a month for their rent. But on the nights, on like a Tuesday night, they would only make $1,000 a month with indoor and outdoor dining at 25%. And they made much less when it was just outdoor. So there's all these restaurants who have that. There's another restaurant that I know of on the Upper West Side. Their rent monthly was $45,000. And
oh my God.
Yeah, and they shut down for good. So I just see people who it's so sad to see.
It's devastating. It's
no opportunities, and you can't open things up, and people are hungry and they're losing their livelihoods. So I'm trying to help as much as I can.
I think we all should take a page from that book and, and help as much as we can. And I'm so glad you're doing that. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course. And I have a little fun. I just learned something that is kind of interesting that I didn't know was a perk, but it's a little hidden perk. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell all your listeners, seriously, here's the way to get a coronavirus vaccine, which I didn't know until 2 days ago. If you volunteer at a homeless shelter, paid or unpaid, you qualify for a vaccine.
Wow. There you go.
Paid or unpaid.
There you go, America.
There you go. So so I will decide if I want to. We'll see if I want to get it. I might wait because other people need it more. But
my brother just got his the first one, and then he's getting this. I mean, he got the first one. I think he's getting the second one very soon, and he's a frontline worker. So I'm just happy that it's happening. We need more, and we need it now. And
Johnson & Johnson is coming out with theirs, which I hear is 1 dose. Which is nice. Oh, wow. I like that. And you can put it in the fridge.
It smells like baby shampoo.
Does it?
You learn the more you know. I'm getting all the hacks. It's not. It doesn't. Oh, does it? Wow.
Smell
okay,
my
cool.
own.
I literally just believed you because I was wondering, like, how would you smell it? But I feel that. That sounds dope. What's it taste like? Anyway, sorry.
Jacklyn, I was going to say, like, you have so many cool things happening. Where can people find you and follow you and your production company, Thrapp Theatrics?
Yeah. So you guys can follow me on Instagram. I use that. So that's, I mostly use that. Jacklyn Thrapp. And then my website is jacklynthrapp.com. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking one of these days I might go to Jackie because I feel like I'm going to be 30 soon.
Jackie
I want to go back to Jack. Yeah. See, I like
Jackie
that.
Thrapp.
See, and I only went, and I started with Jacklyn when I was 19, and I was like, I want to be older, so I'm going to go Jacklyn. But now that I feel like I'm not older yet, but I feel like when I'm 30, I don't want to be considered that to a 21-year-old. So I might go back to Jackie, but we'll see. Currently, I'm Jacklyn Thrapp everywhere.
Like Jackie.
Yes.
Like
yes. I really want to find a Smith. I want to marry a guy with the last name Smith. Because there's a Kmart designer called Jacklyn Smith, and that would be easy to remember. Anyway.
You know what? I love your reasoning. I wasn't seeing that coming, and again, I feel you, bro.
I love that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
No,
but that's where you can find me. So, and I'm not really doing anything for a while, but in the spring, you'll hear about the new musical. It's Irish step dancing, lots of fun. And
Club life.
Yeah, it'll be really exciting.
That sounds dope.
Well, we still have a minute left. Is there anything else that we forgot to plug that you want to plug right now?
Let's see. I don't think so. I was about to go get my cat from the bathroom, but we only have a minute left, so I'm not going to get it. He says hello, but no, I think we're good to go. I'm so happy you guys brought me on, and I think that Lindsay is now in consideration for another Emmy. And Edge in Motion, we're going for a few categories here, but remember, you can't throw it away.
Right, or sell it, which so
you can't do it.
Good to
know. You gotta return it.
Well, Jacklyn, we appreciate you so much, and we hope everyone enjoyed this episode of Podcast Full of Women. We'll catch you again very soon.
on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.